Nailed it. Not Spawn by Diet Coke or Apple, but I'm not opposed to either. Essentially what I'm trying to say is I'm sorry if this quality is garbage. My lighting in my apartment is kind of weird. It's kind of like a weird, slightly overcast yet slightly sunny day outside, so I'm just kind of all over the place. But I thought today, I don't know, I've been thinking lately, I'm not very up to date with like the kids. I'm 23, I'm getting up there, and I don't know what the kids are into nowadays. I really stopped paying attention to like teen heartthrobs in like 2012. Like, I hit the Jonas Brothers, I hit One Direction, I didn't hit them. I did not have relations with those men. But then I kind of just petered off. So now there's like this whole generation of new teen heartthrobs that I don't know who they are. The Dolan Twins, I have no idea who they are, aside from the fact that they look like guys that you went to high school with if you went to high school in a sitcom. Like, if your high school was a sitcom, they went to your high school. They didn't go to my high school. I had no cute guys in my high school, and because of that, I didn't date anyone until my sophomore year of college. I'm gonna blame it on my high school. I thought that the Paul brothers were twins until this year, like 2019, like 2 months ago. Teenage girls are into Cole Sprouse. I was into Cole Sprouse when I was like 9, and he was 10 on The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is I'm out of the loop. And I think one thing that hasn't really changed, though, is fanfic. People are still making fanfic, which kind of blows my mind, because I don't think I've actually known someone who has seriously created fanfic, and I've never read it. I've only ever read it to make fun of Twilight fanfic, but Wattpad is still going strong. So I thought it would be funny for me to kind of learn about what's going on with the kids nowadays, and also just, I don't know, I kind of want to read some fanfic. I just think it'd be funny. I'm just trying to entertain myself, essentially. I went to Imagines because I thought that would cast our kind of widest net of different personalities that we could get. So I'm on Wattpad, and this is Boss Ethan Dolan. I don't know which one Ethan is and which one Grayson is. I only know that Ethan is like Ethma. Is that a thing? I watch Emma Chamberlain. That's all I know about the kids nowadays. Emma Chamberlain is my portal to the youth. I liked Emma before she moved to LA. Preferred her when she lived in San Francisco, but whatever. Beep, beep, beep. I slam the alarm off and groan. Another day of working for the Dolans. Yay. Sarcasm. I go and take a shower, brush my teeth, blow dry my hair, and get dressed. The usual routine. This is not... Look, this cannot be from my POV because I never blow dry my hair. This is my outfit. This is what I'm wearing working for the Dolan Twins, who I think are just teenage boys. I don't know. That seems a little much. I look at the time and see I have just a couple minutes before I have to leave. I grab a banana and a water bottle and head out the door. Let me grab my banana and my water bottle. That's not enough breakfast for someone. Who can just eat a banana for breakfast? Psychos, that's who. The Dolans have hired me a driver, so they know if I am late for traffic or not. Or at least that's why I think they did it. So they're possessive of their assistant? I walk through the office and grab a stack of papers off of Grayson's desk that say copy and mail. They sound very official. This is a business. I then walk into Ethan's and grab his stack of papers. Today is going to be a busy day. Lunchtime. Mr. Dolan, I am heading to the pizza place for lunch. Do you want anything? I ask Grayson politely. I'm just imagining, like, them both having to be called Mr. Dolan, and then in the office it's just like Mr. Dolan, Mr. Dolan, Mr. Dolan, Mr. Dolan. I have never called any boss that I've had Mr. or Mrs. I stopped calling people Mr. and Mrs. in like 8th grade. Yeah, actually, can you get me a pineapple pizza? Who asked for just a pineapple pizza? Who asked for pizza with just pineapple on it? Hawaiian pizza, yeah, I get it, but just pineapple? I hate these people. Sure, no problem. Thank you, Sabrina. Fine, we'll say Sabrina. I walk out of Grayson's office and into Ethan's. Oh boy, he looks pissed. Learn grammar. Mr. Dolan. There it goes again. Mr. Dolan, Mr. Dolan. Mr. Dolan, I'm going to the pizza place for lunch. Do you want me to get you something? Yeah, pineapple pizza, now get out, he replies without looking up from the computer. They sound horrible to work for, and we're only at lunchtime. Why are you here? I get their pizzas and start heading back to work. Mr. Dolan, here's your pizza, I say, handing Grayson a box. Thank you, Sabrina. Your boyfriend is a lucky man. I chuckle and reply, I don't have a boyfriend, but thank you, I think. Oh, really? He says, back with a smirk across his face. And he just starts typing on his phone. Ooh, we get the beginning of a flirtation. This is what fanfic is all about. You don't read fanfic for the plot. You read fanfic for the steamy intrigue, okay? I swear, kids my age, we learned about human sexuality through, like, The Sims and very rudimentary internet sites and Urban Dictionary. I don't know how kids these days do it, but this is bringing me back. This is how it should be. I walk out of his office and just spit. I walk out of his office and into Ethan's again. Mr. Dolan, here's your pineapple pizza, I say, setting down his box, his desk. But stay in school, kids. If you're writing fanfic, just stay in school because fanfic quality needs to go up. These little errors really take you out of the story. He just nods his head and continues typing on his phone. I am about to shut his door, and then he says something unusual. Is it true you don't have a boyfriend? She literally just said this. Is he eavesdropping? I now realize editing this that obviously it says that they were typing on their phones and that Grayson just texted Ethan and, like, told him via text that she doesn't have a girlfriend, or she doesn't have a boyfriend. It's still creepy, but I do realize, like, this isn't the story's fault, this is me being a dumbass's fault. Okay, back to the video. They sound so creepy. Yes, this is true. I had one for about 4 years, and he died in a car accident. I haven't had one since. I respond holding the door open with one arm. Okay, so you had a boyfriend for 4 years. He died in a car accident. How old is she that she's working for, like, teenagers? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I am assuming that the story is going to continue on and we're going to have, like, the protagonist torn between the two twins. But the title says Ethan Dolan, so I'm going to take a stab and say she ends up with Ethan. Maybe Grayson's just, like, wingmanning his brother. But, okay. The Dolan twins sound awful to work for in this scenario. They sound creepy, possessive, and, like, the worst, and just rude. No, okay. I don't like the Dolan twins. I've only encountered them through this fictional rendering, but I hate them. Okay, this is a Newt Scamander fanfic. I don't know how I feel about Hogwarts and Harry Potter fanfiction. Because it's kind of like, it's all been done, you know? It's been written. But I guess this is fanfic that's written about Newt Scamander when he's at Hogwarts. I don't think I'm going to read this one. I think I'm going to save this. Maybe I'll do, like, an entire, I'll do, like, a separate dedicated video about, like, Harry Potter fanfic, or maybe this one. But I want to stick to, like, real people. So, this isn't real people. As I just say, the next one I click on is Marvel fanfic. Okay. But if there was any fanfiction that I could get behind now in my modern life, it's probably Marvel fanfiction. It's actually not. I actually think I'm going to hate this, but I'm going to read it, and I think I'm going to enjoy this the most because I am a nerd. I'm not like other girls. I like Marvel movies and comics. Literally everyone likes Marvel movies. Yeah, I'm a little more obsessive about Marvel than some people, but, like, I don't think that makes me unique for liking Marvel. It's literally the most successful movie franchise. It's literally one of the most successful movie franchises, if not the most of all time. Everyone likes it. Okay, so this is Christmas with the Starks. Okay, I'm just gonna jump right in. I don't know what this is going. Okay. When I woke up, it was freezing cold. I grumbled and wrapped my blanket around myself tighter. Why the hell was it so cold? I sat up, wrapped my blanket back around me, and looked around my room. Then I saw something out my window. I jumped up and ran over it to it. Could it be? Had it finally happened? I mean, sure, it had snowed, but it usually melted away. There was finally actual snow outside, and there was a lot of it. I squealed and jumped up and down, and then ran out of my room into the kitchen to find all the Avengers eating their breakfast. Sounds kind of quaint. Like, this actually sounds nice. Good morning, Sabrina, said Steve as he poured himself a cup of coffee. It finally happened, I grinned. It snowed! I jumped around the kitchen and yelled, making sure everyone knew it had snowed. This sounds like a 4-year-old living with the Avengers. Yeah, we know. Now get ready for school before you're late, grumbled my dad. Oh, I think this is supposed to be Tony Stark's daughter, which is kind of cute. That's kind of cute. Thor had 2 boxes of Pop-Tarts in front of him. One was already gone. Oh, working on the second one. Slow down, dude, I said, hitting his shoulder playfully. He grinned at you and then ate another Pop-Tart in 2 bites. I like the sound of Thor. Thor just like smashing back Pop-Tarts for breakfast. I don't think it's legit. I think Thor would probably eat like half an ox and like a flagon of mead, but I like the idea of Thor just like slamming back Pop-Tarts. Oh, does she fall in love with Peter Parker? I feel like Peter Parker should be. Yeah, there's a picture of Peter Parker. Oh, this is where she meets him. She's a fake name. People didn't know she's a Stark. I walked to my locker to get some books, and then I saw him, the one person I didn't hate at this school, Peter Parker. He was one of my best friends. I became friends with him last year when I first started at the school. We became very close. My dad told me he was Spider-Man after the whole Civil War fiasco. I don't think, like, the Avengers refer to it as Civil War. Also, what is the timeline of this? This is some alternate universe bullshit. I would tell him I'm a Stark, but my dad said we couldn't just yet. I also have never told him that I knew he was Spider-Man. Okay, look, the person who wrote this, I was starting to think this was kind of cute because I thought it was like 10 years in the future, but no. The person who wrote this has no respect for the Marvel Universe because this timeline is completely unbelievable. Okay? If we're gonna write fan fiction, let's have some sanctity for the original source material. Let's not just go totally rewriting it, okay? We can't just make stuff up however we want. The world doesn't work like that. Okay, I think I have one more in me, and then we're gonna call it a day. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna do this one. Oh, it's a smut story. Oh my god! Peter Parker sex lessons. The table of contents, tutoring, making out, oral, sex. This is... I don't feel comfortable. I don't know where I should start. From the beginning, I don't think oh my god, I'm really uncomfortable. Okay, we have a backstory. So, you moved to New York, and Peter Parker is your chem lab partner. And you live in the same apartment building, and you study together. Had to charge my camera for a second, so if things look a little bit different, that's why. I started reading this one, and oh my god, it is so smutty. I can't even. I was trying to find, like, cringy things to pull out, but oh my god. It is, I'll link all of these down below if you want to read them, but oh my god, it's, oh. I'm just so uncomfortable. Okay, so the premise essentially is she is going to tutor him, because he tutored her in chemistry, she's going to tutor him in sex, because she's so much more experienced than Peter Parker. Peter Parker hasn't even kissed a girl. Well, it just so happens that your tutor really has an interest in her student, Before we label ourselves, she needs to show him how to pleasure a girl and what it feels like to get pleasured. Like, how old are you? You're in high school. You're in high school. You're like 16. I feel a duty to at least skim this to know what it gets to, but oh my god. Oh my god. And also, where is Aunt May in all of this? They're having sexual lessons at Peter Parker's apartment. Where's Aunt May? Cuffs? We're bringing handcuffs into this? Oh my god. Okay, I can't. Oh my god, I can't. Okay, we're gonna go to a slightly more wholesome one. This is about Shawn Mendes. Shawn Mendes only seems wholesome to me. Again, I don't know that much about him, but he just seems like a really nice, wholesome person. Like, I think if I were a teenager and I were into a heartthrob, I think I would be into Shawn Mendes. This one doesn't seem that bad. This one actually seems like decently well written. She's working on a photo shoot. Shawn Mendes is there for a photo shoot. This seems like decently well written. The grammar and spelling look pretty good. Shawn Mendes seems really nice. I don't know. This seems nice. This seems wholesome. This does not seem like Peter Parker sex lessons. I'm not gonna read this because I don't really care. But it's nice to know that some fan fiction isn't horrible. You know, I think I'm gonna link this one down below. I think if you're a Shawn Mendes fan, you'll like this. I don't know enough about Shawn Mendes to really care about this. Alright, so moral of the story, fan fiction is still weird. It's always gonna be weird. I think if you enjoy it, great. Keep doing it. And I think that, I think there is some good fan fiction out there. I think people who are genuinely good at writing and enjoy it can create some good stuff. And, I'm not saying all fan fiction is bad. I'm just saying there's a lot of bad stuff. And I think so much of it is the quality is really brought down by the spelling and the grammar. Honestly, I feel like bad spelling and bad grammar is it's a trademark of fan fiction. It's like stereotypically all fanfic has bad spelling and bad grammar. That's part of what makes it fun to read and to make fun of. It's not as fun to make fun of when it's not so obviously horrible. But I would say, if you're gonna read something, probably like read an actual book. Like, books are more entertaining and are gonna help you more, unless you're trying to get sex ed lessons from Peter Parker. And then I'd say every fanfic has a time and a place. So that's gonna end it for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know if you want to see a part 2 or a more specific fanfic video, and I will do my best. Thank you so much for watching. See you later. Bye.